Welcome to Credit Management of Pennsylvania's Ask Tom series, where you, the listener, viewer, / emailer, get to ask me any questions you'd like on finance, and I will respond to them in turn. Our first question today comes from Alyssa down in Florida, and she writes, I've made a change in my life that's helping me save money at a good rate. I like seeing the number in my checking account get higher and higher. However, I have some debt, most of which is medical, some of it is student loans, and the rest is an auto loan. My credit score is okay, average at best. How should I proceed? Should I contact all the collection agencies and pay off all the debt right away, keep saving for a bit longer and pay them off one at a time, or should I dispute any? Also, I don't have a credit card yet, and the only long-term credit I have is my auto loan. I just want to make sure I make the right moves to get my credit score higher. Well, first, Alyssa, I would suggest that you get a copy of your credit report. That's going to list everything on there. You can see what the ages of all the credit is on there. So at the age, everything can be paid differently depending on how old it is. So first, let's take your student loans because those are going to have to get paid. Your best bet on the student loans is calling up the originators on them, seeing how many of them you can consolidate, and see if you can get a better interest rate on the student loans, and that'll help you save some money in the long run. With the rest of your debt, medical bills and the car loan, it just depends on how long they are. So if you have any of the unsecured debt, which would be the medical bills, if they're over 7 years old, first thing I would do is I would write the credit reporting agencies to see if they'll just take those right off your record for you, okay? So any of the debt that is between 30 days old and 7 years old, you can do some negotiating with. Now, if you're going to negotiate with them, I would also try and negotiate to have any negative marks taken off of your credit as soon as you get them paid off. So if it's going to take you, make an arrangement for 1, 2, 3, or 4 payments, on that fourth payment, once you process that, then have them remove any negative marks from your credit report at that point, okay? Now, you can negotiate those prices down, obviously, but you have to remember if they decide that they're not going to take those marks off of your credit, even after you pay them off, a negative mark can stay there for another 2 to 7 years. That's up to the person that is issuing that credit. So, in short, I would do some homework, get the credit report, look at the dates on everything, and then look at those time frames that I gave you. And with all that paid off, even if they don't take it off your credit right away, your score is still going to go up in 3 to 6 months. Our second question today comes from Josh. Josh is right here with us in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Josh writes us, I'm a 22-year-old that got a little out of hand with my credit card. My current balance is $3,991 with a minimum payment now due of $752. That minimum payment is high because I've missed a number of the past minimum payments. Now, I was barely able to make ends meet before, and now I have a solid job that is bringing me in guaranteed income bi-weekly. However, it will take me a few checks to completely catch up on my car payment. How do I make this minimum payment of $752 so I can start chipping away at the debt? Well, that's a good question, Josh. I like to talk to credit card companies on a daily basis here, and a lot of the responses I get from them when I'm working with my clients is that they're all willing to negotiate. So you just have to be able to call them and talk with them. They should all have a program that would help you break that $752 payment into smaller bits to help you get caught up quicker. If the credit card is already past due to the point that it's been canceled, you want to hopefully be able to negotiate with them so maybe you can bring that price down a little bit. Those marks are already on your credit. It's not going to hurt you any more than it already is. So if you can save a couple of bucks at the same time, I would say go for it. Now, that's one of the things that we specialize in here. So if you look at our website, you'll see our phone number. Give us a call. We'll help you out. I'd like to thank Alyssa and Josh for their questions today. And I'd like to remind you, everybody out there, please like and share us on Facebook. Check out our website blog page. You'll find some interesting information out there. And you can email your questions to Ask Tom at info@cmpennsylvania.com, all one word, cmpennsylvania.com. You can leave us messages through private messenger on Facebook if you don't want your questions to be read online. Thank you all, and have a great week.